Alright everybody, so this is going to be a quick video. I'm probably going to delete this. This is not going to supposed to stay up for very long, but this is about the print token. Now I released on Telegram, I said, watch out, there could be a flaw in the contract. And I didn't say that to FUD the price down. I was genuinely concerned for people's funds. I didn't want people to lose everything or to farm for way too long and have the price go down or do whatever and be unable to claim. The issue that I ran into was I pressed the claim button and I got back 0 of everything. And I think that happened twice because I added liquidity pool tokens and I didn't notice. I noticed that the claimable print went down, and generally with these farms, if you stake, usually when you stake, it's a stake and claim function. So like it made sense to me that it went down, but I think when I checked later, I noticed that my print balance in my wallet wasn't really there. So I wasn't sure if I did anything wrong or if something happened. So I just ignored it. And then the second time I did a claim of about $200 worth of print and it didn't come to my wallet. I didn't know what happened. So at that time I panic sold basically my entire stack, and I let people know, hey, there could be an issue. But of course, never ever trust me 100%, guys. I'm not a coder. I'm not like I'm not the prophet of crypto or anything else like that. Always verify. So like if I were in your situation, if I were in your shoes, if somebody told me that there's a flaw in the contract, I would verify it by asking the dev or testing it myself instead of just going along with the panic. And that's kind of what I did right here. I wasted a whole bunch of gas. I bought more print tokens because the dev did come back and explain himself. He wasn't there when I talked about it first, unfortunately, but he came back and he said everything was okay. So I went ahead and I tested it again just to see if it worked. Now I did do a claim, and honestly, these transactions just confused me a little bit, if I'm being like 100% honest with you guys. So we're going to just run through them all. So first, the transaction in question, the issue at hand. So this was 2 hours and 25 minutes ago. Actually, let's go to this one right here. This was 4 hours and 33 minutes ago. And you can see that I staked 4.6 Uniswap liquidity pool tokens into the print contract. And I guess that burns some of the actual print in the Uniswap liquidity pool, which fine. I mean, all these numbers make sense to me for putting it in the contract. And also it says that it sent me some print tokens, which I don't understand that completely because like I claimed before and everything should be gone from what I had in there. So that's a little confusing to me. But so that was 4 hours and 33 minutes ago. So I had a total of 13 liquidity pools tokens staked, because if you look here later, I think this was maybe this one right here. I unstaked, so I unstaked 13 liquidity pool tokens and then I ended up selling those. So that's how much I had, a total about 14 liquidity pool tokens. Now, if you do the math right there, after 2 hours, that should net a return of more than 0 of everything. So right here, you saw that I staked the 4, which put me at the balance of 14 liquidity pool tokens. And then 2 hours later, close to about an hour and 50 minutes later, I pressed the claim button, and this is where I ran into the issue where I got 0 Uniswap liquidity pool tokens, 0 Printer.Finance tokens, and 0 Printer.Finance tokens burned. So this is where I said, there's a problem, this shouldn't happen. And the reason why I said this was not because was there a problem with what I typed or what I clicked on? It was more so the balance deflated to 0 as well. And I think I tried to claim a second time and it didn't work a second time either. So my balance in the UI was at 0 from $200 worth of Printer.Finance or print tokens down to 0, and I got 0 back. So that's when I was like, yeah, this is fishy. There's something going up. So I was hoping that the dev would be there to be able to answer or figure it out, but he wasn't there. So everyone, and I told my chat, don't post this in the group because I don't want to cause mass panic or fear. I'd rather have this be figured out first. And somebody decided to post it, and then everyone is just posting it over and over again and causing fear. So that is what happened. But then you can see right here, this is the transaction right after I pressed the claim button and I panic sold. Basically, I withdrew right here. And then I hate what I don't like. I know that this function is called withdrawal, but the function for actually claiming is called deposit. I wish like somebody that's doing these farm contracts would fix that, because that doesn't make any sense. Why is the function to claim called deposit? But that's been the case for all these contracts because they're clones of each other. But in any case, so I withdrew my liquidity pool tokens, and again, this is the confusing part. This is where it sent me this amount of Printer.Finance tokens, which makes sense, but still this amount, like if I multiply this number by, I think the price was like $2,000 at the time. Let's just say 2,000 times $2,500. I get a total of $21.50. Now maybe I'm putting a decimal in wrong. Maybe that was about $200. I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. So even if I take that number and I put that number into Uniswap right now, if I gotta find the tab for Printer.Finance, because the price is pretty close to where it was when I was panicking. And I put that number in right there. So it's 0.5 ETH, which is not $200 worth of print tokens. So that's where I'm still kind of confused as to where those tokens went altogether. I don't know, and they still haven't really come back to me. So that was, which transaction was that one? I think that was this one right here. And then these transactions are just me selling. Then I did purchase another 30 Ethereum because I was going to test it out again. I bought a little bit, like 1.2 or something like that. I don't know. I bought a few tokens just to stick in the liquidity pool and try it again. And this is me trying it again. I think this is me putting in the liquidity pool tokens. So I put in 1.8 Uniswap liquidity pool tokens in Printer.Finance, and then I took out. That was me putting it in. And this is me claiming it a few seconds later, because even though this is not worth claiming, this is a giant waste of gas, but I wanted to see if it came through. And again, it's showing me that I have more tokens right here. I'm just confused as to what these numbers are showing me. So I don't know, correct me, please. Show me that I'm a complete and total idiot. I would love to see that and learn. Usually I can figure this stuff out pretty easily, but the numbers don't match up for me. And I know that it probably has to do with the fact that it is a burn token. So I'm seeing burns happen here at the same time. But 0.8, if I claim this right after I just staked it, this is literally a few seconds after. This was 4 minutes, and then this is 2 minutes later for the claim altogether. And let's see, it's saying that I got this amount. So if I were to go back over to Uniswap and Printer.Finance, this would be worth a total of half an Ethereum, which I don't understand how I made half an Ethereum in such a short amount of time. So please help me understand what's happening here, whether it's the developer or anybody else in crypto. Just wanted to give that as a quick video. This will be deleted soon, because as soon as the problem is solved, I won't be a reason to have this up anymore. But that's everything for today. Peace out.